Brutally violent crime connected them, and years later a call to public service reunited them. A former homicide detective has really become a mentor to a University of Louisville senior years after he investigated a case where the students' loved ones were killed. Will Brown and Stavante Wood first met during Wood's darkest days.
When you go through something like that, you tend to just fall off the tracks and give up.
Wood saw his disabled mother and brother killed in 2009 at their apartment off Cane Run Road. He was just 13 years old at the time and talked to me all those years ago.
She saw my brother on the ground, then they shot her.
Wood was a middle schooler who got into a fight with another kid. That kid went home and told his family what happened. Two men came to Wood's home and started firing shots later that day.
No adults should have been involved in that kid's fight. It's just plain and simple as that.
Wood found support from other people along the way and stayed on a positive path. Now at 21 years old, he's at the University of Louisville, and that's where he crossed paths with Will Brown once again.
When Stavante's family was affected by this violent crime, I actually worked on the case.
Brown is a retired Louisville Metro Police detective who now works for U of L Police. He is the one who investigated the murders of Stavante's family.
In this particular situation, he's used this tragedy to build from and grow. And it's just a special relationship we have.
They connected again when Wood saw Brown in a patrol car on campus a while back and started asking him questions about being a police officer. That led to a job shadow, and eventually Wood became a police cadet on campus.
Going to law enforcement, retired, going to politics.
Wood didn't recognize Brown at first the second time around, a man who helped him during his toughest hours, now a guiding force in his life again.
I didn't. I just thought he was cool, and I was like, hey, can I ride along with you?
Now that they've connected the dots, their bond is priceless.
I think it's a blessing that me and him end up finding each other here, because it's uncommon to see a young man like Stavante, who is resilient after a situation that he had.
Sometimes you gotta stop looking at what you don't have and look at what you do have.
Words Wood lives by. He says when you do right, the right people come in your life. And I'll tell you, that young man is incredible. He is going places. Well, the suspects in his case have now pled guilty. Stavante will share his story coming up this weekend. He's going to be the keynote speaker at an event for survivors of violence. It's taking place this Sunday at the Chestnut Street YMCA at 3:30 in the afternoon.